We actually launched our website in February of this year. Marla had been doing, done a presentation, a class in, I think, December, and let everybody know that we were launching WINS and that it would be started at the first of the year. And we had about 25 women actually sign up to be members at that time. Once our website launched, that was February 2010, I think like February 1st, and we were so excited. We were just counting the days till our website would get up. And now we have close to 400 members.
Wow, 400 members in just, 8 months? Not even 8 months?
And as Marla Webb says, it's amazing what a woman can do in 9 months.
This is true. Wow, you gave birth to an organization of 400 members. And,
that's pretty much it.
Well, that's great. What an incredible story. Launching in February, 400 members. You guys are nationwide, right?
Yes, we are.
This is not just a California-based thing.
No, and it's not for just real estate agents either. We have an incredible database. Our members are for our people throughout the entire default industry, and we love it that way. That's the benefit. The benefit is, knowing that we're not just catering to a membership type. So we have appraisers, we have real estate brokers, real estate agents, lender servicers, outsourcers, attorneys, title companies, escrow companies. I have a couple of women that have been in the industry and now are professional coaches. I spoke with a woman the other day that's a real estate agent that's just written a book on financing, and she's going to be joining, and hopefully we'll be able to do some presentations for her. We just love the fact that we have so many varieties of members that can add to the benefit of our members.
Now, are you trying to achieve a certain balance like Ariomac? Are you going to kind of borrow some of their principles, or is it just open to everyone, regardless of what you do?
You know what? We thought about making it a women-owned business, if they own their own business, and then we realized that women run so many of the industry's businesses, but they may not own them.
Right.
So why would we eliminate these bright, talented women that perhaps are not the owners of their company? And yes, we are open to agents, brokers. Just because you're not a broker, you're an independent contractor. You work as hard as the broker, maybe even harder sometimes.
Sure.
So, no, we didn't want to designate certain classifications as far as limiting. I don't know how big the organization is going to grow. If it grows too big for comfort, then we'll just go and do chapters as well as national.
Sure.
But right now, we're just national, and we love it this way. We love the fact that we have members from at least 30, 35 states or more. I haven't even looked lately to break down our states, but I know a few months ago we were in about 35 states. And again, the diversity of our members is just amazing. And I stood on the stage at our event in Dallas, and I looked out at the faces of the women that were there, and it sent shivers up my spine when I looked out and saw the diversity of our members. It's just so heartwarming to know that we're such a mixed group, and it's the way the world should be, and WINS has achieved that, and it's wonderful.
Well, you're right. I was impressed as well with the diversity in the group, but I've got the $1 million question for you now.
Okay.
Great organization, powerhouse, ladies running it, great idea, empowering women. What about the men?
Oh, well, we love you guys.
Do you love us? Can we play? Can we play?
You.
Can Shelley come out and play?
You know what? We have a couple of gentlemen that are members. They are supporting members. The supporting member is any male business partner or husband or other close male relative or associate who is interested in belonging to our association is welcome to join. We figured we've been supporting men for so long, they might as well support us.
Absolutely.
But honestly, we're really geared to helping the women. The things that we're doing is really focused on women-owned business and women and mentoring them and offering them opportunities. The men somehow seem to network where they get a lot of the opportunities that the women don't. So it's not that we don't want the men in the association, but we are really focused on really promoting and mentoring the women in the association.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. What does a membership in WIN bring to its members? What's in it for members?
Well, we hope a whole lot.
Okay.
First of all, I post on our website calendar all of the upcoming industry events.
Okay.
We offer webinars that cover subjects of interest to our members. And in fact, most of the time, our members are presenting the webinars because they're so talented. We've had webinars presented by one of our charter members, Nadia Dodd. Be Prepared, How to Educate Your Short Sale Sellers, gave a fabulous presentation on that. We've had Stefan Swanepoel, who is a very renowned writer and speaker, and he talked about social media, gave us an introduction about that. We had someone from that worked with us to talk about how to do social networking on Facebook. That was provided by Shelley Valencia, who is with Glen Oaks Escrow. They enabled us to get their social networking women to give us a webinar, Successfully Selling HUD Homes, presented by WIN's charter member Betsy Williams of Williams Title and Escrow. In fact, that was so well received, we're going to have Betsy do that again probably in November. Betsy handles the closings of HUD Homes, and she's been working with HUD for many years, and she really gave us a brilliant presentation on what's needed. Our members were just overjoyed with that one. Marla has presented when the HUD local listing brokers, when HUD was looking for the new local listing brokers for the MM3 contracts. Marla did a presentation for our members on how to fill out the forms. We've also done one on how to obtain a woman-owned business certification, presented by Linda Hoyt from SBA and Nancy Braun, one of our WIN's charter members. And on our website, we have their PowerPoint presentations in our members-only page for our members to look in and get the information. We had a webinar just after 5-Star presented by Jessica Klein, one of our members, and just kind of a review of what went on at 5-Star and how to get more involved with WINs. Tuesday, we had a webinar on commercial REO and short sales presented by Jay Kister. And this afternoon, we're having another webinar, Get Noticed by REO Decision Makers the Right Way and Information Needed to Work in the WINs booth.
That's this afternoon?
Yeah, that's this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific time for just our members. And we're offering these webinars for free to our members. Wow. We just want to offer them a lot of benefits. We also have several asset companies that we have been sending our database, and they're starting to issue properties to our members. Each member has her own spotlight page to present her professional information. Service Provider Search Link allows asset managers to find our members easily. And whenever we go out, whenever I speak to any servicing companies, and, I know a lot of people in this industry, so does Marla, so do my other partners, we always encourage them to go to our database and look for not only agents, but the other people that are in servicing our industry, as our attorneys and our property preservation and, our escrow companies, our title companies. We have a new member that does code violations. I mean, how appropriate and how incredible for a servicer to be able to locate people like that on our website. Our members only page, we have so much valuable information in there. We have including links to over 170 BPO and asset management companies. Whenever we're out, the four of us are out traveling and we get any information, we're always sending it out to our members. And I have so much information now from being at a conference, a women's conference in Washington, D.C., that I'm going to be posting a summary of the Small Business Act, kind of an overview of the new health care. I've got GSA schedule, a tool to help win government contracts, things like that are going on our website for the women. We're also offering them mentoring and networking, and we have committees for our women to sign up and participate in the association and run the association. We're there to guide the association. Our members are really running the association. Our committees are powerful with powerful women that are helping plan the events, helping plan the webinars. It's just incredible to sit back and watch what the women themselves are doing for themselves and for the association. And we want to encourage the women members to work with each other. That's their best source of business. Working with your peers in this industry gives you such a source of information, knowledge, and networking that you can't get anywhere else. And I could go on and on. You asked me about wins, and I can talk forever.
Well, Shelley, you are a great spokesman for the organization. And I tell you, I'm sitting back and listening to you, and I'm somewhat overwhelmed by all that you have to offer. I mean, first of all, they get you. They get you and all of your contacts and your experience that you're willing to share. They get Marla and all of her connections and contacts, and you guys are providing this information because of your passion about women, empowering women in real estate. They get Sheila and Arna. So they get, first of all, just a dynamic powerhouse board of directors and founders of the organization. And then the webinars you just described seem like they're unending, very powerful information that will help them move their business forward to get the education they need. Then you have asset management companies, over 170 BPO and asset management companies that are on your website, links that agents can just go through and sign up and try to get in. And you guys assume a system with getting into those organizations if they're open to receive new agents. And then you have your spotlight page to spotlight an agent, a member of your organization, and then the networking, the mentoring. Wow.
Yeah, wow. I know. It kind of impresses me, too.
I'm impressed.
In fact, we had a seminar, our first seminar in July in Las Vegas. We were so fortunate to team up with the Las Vegas chapter of ARIA, and we held a day and a half of the most incredible seminar, and we did a half day just for our WINS women covering leadership and networking, and we had two of the most astonishing and amazing talented women in the financial industry speaking to our women. One is Amy Brandt from Vantium Capital, the CEO and president of Vantium Capital, and who owns Acura Loan Services, and Tony Moss, who is a consultant and in the international banking world and throws conferences called Eurocatalyst and Americatalyst that bring together 300 of the most talented, brightest, highest-ranking people in the industry.